Nakasheneto kata. Avonanga drank together tonight. मेरे को तो सॉन्ग भी नहीं आता है. Okay, so. So previously I was doing percentage and percentage से आगे बढ़ने की औकात नहीं है अपनी. Aptitude theory. मेरे चैनल है. Okay, so I don't know why I say okay all the time. It's this string. कितनी खाली किताब है. खाली खाली किताब है. Oh, हरी बोल. So I think the very first thing I should do is reading the newspaper because I'm telling you the reason. Reason is that I I have too much less vocab vocabularies, and I need few more to be more confident, right? So we'll go with I'll switch this off. See, मेरे पास टैब के लिए पेन नहीं है, स्टाइलस नहीं है. That's why I will use this this writing pad with this connector. भाई छोटा मोटा कनेक्टर नहीं, 300 का है. Again, so it is something that I'm going to write in such a way, right? See how amazed I am. Like मेरे पास tablet था, and rather than replacing the tablet or buying new, like buying an stylus, मैंने tablet पूरा खरीद लिया. And मेरे पास Apple था, rather than buying a iPad, मैंने ये tablet खरीद लिया. Rather than buying a laptop with the stylus, whereas I have like I had the budget of 1.5 lakh rupees मेरे पे ट्रांसफर किए गए थे, and I was thinking कि 95,000 के आसपास का लैपटॉप लूंगी मैं. I had option for 360-degree rotated tablet cum laptop with a stylus. और मैंने क्या करना था, मैंने लेनी थी ये टैबलेट. मैंने लेना था सैमसंग का टैबलेट, एप्पल का फोन, एप्पल का लैपटॉप, वीवो का फोन, एंड एक्सपी का stylus to write. So good I am. How good I am. So let me. I'm not going to show my chats. So today, why I'm calling so. Okay. So, please, just stop it. Doing numerous share. So, why am okay? These are magazines also. So I'm not thinking to read magazine. I love the newspaper, which is The Guardian. If there's any social news, this is also magazine. Okay, magazine newspaper. The Times, The Guardian. This is the newspaper of I don't know what the New York Times, the daily newspaper, New York Times, daily news, 8 March. I didn't get any newspaper after 8 March. 10 March newspaper. Today is 10 March. It's 11 March. I want newspaper from 11 March, right? Let me show. No, I'm not going to show you. I will not do. So today is 11 March, and I will try if I get the scientist, the nation, the Korea Times, okay, the newspaper, the Guardian UK. So I'm going to download the Guardian. Hey, not Guardian Australia. I love Guardian UK, so I will go with the Guardian UK newspaper, right? If it is downloaded, it's downloaded. So I'll try. Hey, I'm unable to save it. Is there no way I cannot save it? How will I then? How will I then open? So I can open them in Samsung Notes. Okay. Don't you dare to say that these was people your privilege with you having Bible pistols. I only left. Hey, if it didn't did any drama, I thought that we have, right? Yeah, I got this finally. So uh, I need this one. This paper flat. तुझो दिल को जो हाल है वो जो बेहाल है What? We? What? 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 I mean, I right then. Chun, 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 chun. Wait, no. Chun, 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 chun. Whatever. So I'll start. I'll doing a writing pattern, writing tone with a pen. No, with a pen. With a pen. Yeah, it is a pen with the 8 and we'll try red with 7, 2 point, right? 6 point. But cabbage. So we'll try. I will try actually. Okay. So we are reading this newspaper. I'm thinking, I'm in honey belly. Is there any way for me to, by which I can, no, I can't consider fish, so I have to use, okay. Yeah, I can go live, yeah, I can go live with this. I will go live with this. I'm not reading it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not doing anything. I'm just spreading down blah 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 blah. Hello, honey bunny. Hey, hello, honey bunny. Okay. Hey, what is it? See how it was looking. Not sure. Really, because I don't know who is watching, and if no one is watching, that's the right thing. But if any one of them, any of a person is watching is name is wrestling bad thing. I so not the time playing hip hop, reading, and explaining what it means, according to man. Yeah, yeah, looking for the stream cast. What was everything was just I guess you know the things. So yeah, going to do go live, and the very first thing I'm supposed to do is you are in the broadcast section. I'm supposed to do one thing which is so I am first willing to stop my page to hide this video and by shooting able cables to below. Then comment will be on, and I was supposed to open this hello section, and then I'll go live, right? And if I'm going live in such a way, I'm supposed to do one thing, which is stop rotating. And if I'm not rotate, if I'm not, if there is no enable, if rotation is not enabled, there is no use for that stuff. I am okay. So we are reading the Guardian. What is this? Okay, so it is actually she never played chef. I don't know if this is she is Lisa. Okay. I don't know why I'm saying too much okay, but yeah, I know it should be right. So we are going to read the very first and headline of the newspaper, which is The Guardian of 11th of December, 11th of March, and the headline is The Last Stop Before Hell. Tehran resident says attack uh, intensifying intensifying. I don't know what exactly they meant. Hopefully we'll be able to know their point of view by reading this article. So I'll use the color. I'll try to use the another color, which is this color, so that it will be visible here. All right. So this Tehran residents. The very first thing for me is to know what exactly the Tehran country and where it is located, because I don't know. Uh, Maybe this Tehran country is located somewhere in UK, but I should know now if I'm reading this newspaper. I should know the reality, the terms. So Tehran country. Okay, so we got a GK point here. It says that Tehran is okay. So the very first thing we got as a news is GK point as Tehran, right? Tehran is Tehran is capital of Iran. So I will write news here, GK point. So I'll write GK points here. And after this, so we'll definitely write GK points. So we'll write GK points from newspaper. GK points from newspaper. Okay, I'm sorry. Uh, GK point from newspaper today, and the I'm writing notes actually. The Iran. The very first point we got is Tehran. If you have any doubt from where I'm doing such a stuff, you can do comment. Okay, so Tehran, Tehran, Tehran is the capital of Iran, right? Now let's read what exactly Google is saying regarding Tehran. Then we'll proceed further in the newspaper, right? So that I'll be able to more able to understand what exactly this news is about. So Tehran is the capital of largest city of Iran. Tehran is the capital and the largest city of the Iran, and located is north central part of the country at the foot of Al-Borj mountain range. It serves as national political, culture, and economical hub. Right. Iran is Islamic Republic of Iran, right? And the location is north center of the Iran, right? Okay. So Tehran residents, basically we can say residents were people who were living in the Tehran, which is the capital of Iran. So says that Iranian capital has endured what they describe as its worst night of aerial bombardment. What is aerial bombardment? So what is not aerial government? It's see bombardment. Yeah. So it says that aerial bombardment is sustained military attack involving dropping bombs. Like Tehran residents are facing bomb attack or fight projectiles from aircrafts. Is it things something that are actually happening out there? I wasn't aware of this stuff. Oh, like seriously? Okay. So it says the Iran resident says that Iranian capital has endured what they described as its worst night of aerial bombard as U.S. Defense Secretary. So U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, I guess I guess my English pronunciation is worse right now. I'm unable to pronounce names also. So, hey, just let me know how I'm gonna stop it. How to pronounce pitch pitch. Uh, I am. Let me see. It will. Hey,
Pete Hegseth is pronounced Hegseth.
Pete Hegseth, egg bait. P Pete Hegbait.
Rhymes with egg and Beth. The last name is phonetically spelled HS theta, with the emphasis on the first syllable, HEG, followed by Seth. Key pronunciation details. Pete, like the name Peter. Hegseth, Heg, sounds like egg, plus Seth, sounds like Beth or breath.
Head set. Okay. So Pete Hexet, who is the I will add another GK point, which is Pete Hegseth as a US Defense Secretary, Secretary, followed Donald Trump's suggestion on Monday that war could be over with the warning of more strike to come. Yeah, just do not judge me. I'm definitely going to uh, explain what exactly is going on, right? But yeah, right. So they're saying that Tehran residents is the Iranian capital has endured. what they describe as its worst night of the aerial bomb blast. Okay. So they are actually saying Tehran resident, resident say the Iranian capital has endured what they describe as its worst night of aerial bombardment as the US Defense Secretary Pete has said followed the instruction followed Donald Trump's suggestion on Monday that the war could be shown or with the warning strike program. Again, so resilience of the if we'll try to explain, say I'm not lying. I'm taking help from some tools to explain this para, and this is because have I could have a better understanding, and in future if I will go through this video of mine, I will have what exactly that was written and how do I was explained either of using, no matter if I'm using any kind of tool, so that I would not have to go another YouTube channel or another revision, right? So it says that Tehran, residents of Tehran, which is the capital. Wait, what? If my oh, yeah, which is the capital of Iran, right? Tehran, which is the capital of Iran. So residents of Iranian capital described the harrowing night bombardment that many have called the worst since onset on current conflict. It says that the worst night, as here we can go through, they are saying the worst night of the aerial bombardment as the US, right? So it was something, it is something that is described by Iranian Tehran residents, and ELI 10 and ELI 10. Okay. So, as this said, um, if I'll try to explain this, this is the residents of Iranian capital describe the night of unprecedented terror, unprecedented terror from US. And for over 10 days, according to them, for over 10 days, the city has faced consistent strikes with the more resident wave targeting military installations and the industry hubs was described locals as worse yet. Witnesses reported back-to-back exploitation that causes residential building harm of residential building, and then seeking violently and glass shattered across the entire districts as we because of their bomb blasting, right? And the city is currently blanked, and there is thick toxic haze following the strike on the oil depots in Tehran. Nearby albums provided. Nearby, as you can see, it is written here. Where it is in the right? So it says that to establish, there are numerous more. Donald Trump says that according to okay, to what yeah. So the shifting the message of to the Washington military instantly on the ground stand sharp contracts suggested by the war could be over with a pretty quickly, put over with the quick pretty quickly. claiming the US and the Israel have already corrupted Iran's uh, military infrastructure. He described that campaign has as a sort of exclusion, and stated there is a practically nothing left to target, right? And according to the warning that given by the pet hazard, Pete Hazard, right? Uh, had say. However, U.S. Defense, he is a U.S. Defense Secretary, as it is here, he is a U.S. Defense Secretary, has offered a more aggressive timeline. Hexit recently warned of the most instant day of a strike yet to come, more strikes yet to come, right? Yet to come, asserting that the US is alternating, not declaring, accelerating, not declaring, decelerating. His emphasis that the mission could be end, not end until ultimate victory is achieved. Explicitly rejecting any of Ram and demanding unconditional surrender. So that we are so the Iranian Tehran residents say that we are under heavy bomb blast, and uh, they are saying that they can hear, right. They can hear the back-to-back exploration set by the newly fall who is lived in the Tehran was speaking under the pseudonym for the security of reason. This is the pseudonym of the person, right? For the security reason, the place has hit as caught fire, as I was previously saying that uh, mm, mm, the people were experiencing unprecedented terror, and for the more than ever 10 days, city has faced a consistent strike, but the more recent way, right? It is not clear whether exploited, but the buildings are shaking. They are destroying Iran. US military is destroying Iran. Uh, the Tehranian residents added. And he says also that there were low flying jets above like in the capital of Israel, Iran. Israel, which launched an air campaign against the Iran with the US on 20th February, said yesterday it had hit a weapon development facility among a wave of strike, and other residents told the Guardian, people from this newspaper, of rolling blackout, and the much of Iran communication were down. So they're also facing communication, okay, down, and residents in Iran capital described the night as unprecedented terror. Over the 10 days, the city faced the considerable strike, and most of the recent wave they are facing a conflict signal from Washington, and acceleration comes in amid as in communication gap with Trump administrator regarding. So Donald Trump is saying that on a call, it says that news on the Monday, according to CBS, on March 9. He said that the president suggested the war is very complete and could be over in shortly, implying that a bulk of Iran military capacity has been neutralized, right? And now, if you'll try to understand the whole situation using as an, let's say, a kid, uh, US and Israel are massively have a fight with another kid, which is Iran. right? So basically, the fight is ongoing with the Iran, Israel, and US. And the big kid, which we are referring as in US, have been throwing water balloon missiles at the Iran house for the 10 days strike. Straightforward rather than doing at alternative. He is like doing this task, this thing for the continuously 10 days straight. And last night they threw the biggest and the loudest one yet, making everyone in the house very scared, and the making air outside is too dirty to breathe, right? One of the big kids, bossy, in our term, the example here is a Trump, right? Said that the fight is almost done, but the another boss who is but the another boss who is here as written is in fourth pet had said, right? Says that no, we are not going to throw any even more tomorrow. We are going to throw more missiles tomorrow in the Iran. And because they are saying different things, nobody knows when the fight will actually stop. And people living there will are actually worried about it, right? Now, if we'll try to understand this term is basically the content which is written in the first, you know, the first uh, article is actually that people that the sorry, what was the name of the person? If a Pete Hexate is saying he is they are not going to stop the war, whereas Trump is saying that the fight is almost done, right? So, in technically, if we can say that the threat of operation, the theater of the operation in Persian Gulf has reached kinetic pain under the Operation Epic Fury. The U.S. CENTCOM has achieved air supremacy, conditioning deep penetration strikes against Iran, which was which we can say it was. They will also be written here, right? It was, you know, CENTCOM has achieved air symmetry as a C4 ISR, right? We call as a command control, communication, computer intelligence, and the surveillance and reconnaissance nodes and the Ballard's missile infrastructure. Despite asymmetric retaliatory attempts by the Iranian proxies, the Secretary of War has mandate an unrelenting tempo of a strike to ensure total disregardance of the enemy's anti-access and aerodynamic capabilities, right? So this was, I actually take help from a tool to describe whatsoever were written here. Love it is right. So they're saying that Lebanon, at least 486 people have been killed by the Israeli bombing, while 11 people have been killed in the Israel. Seven US troops have been confirmed dead and 140 injured, eight severely. As Z-bomb Tehran, a US official issued contradictory messages about how much longer the war would be last. As we previously seen that Trump is saying something else, and the Secretary of US are saying different thing, right? Trump said Monday the war is very complete in call of the CBS News, whereas hours later, Hexit said the war could end on our time. If they are not done yet, they will not end the war. That the US could not stop until the enemy is totally decisively defeated, promising that the most intense strike in the Iran yet to come, and the place of yesterday, right? Let us try to go through another article to understand what exactly is going on. So, oh, I didn't started it yet. How forgetless I was. Okay, so worship HMS Dragon sail for the Mediterranean. So this is um Dragon D-35, a Royal Navy destroyer left post Portsmouth yesterday, a week after deployment was first announcement that he reached Tampa and that is expected to be 5 to 7 days to reach capsule. Our second article is we are supposed to go to number four, page number 4, to read more about the news. So should we go? Should we reach to the page number 4? So we'll try to reach the page number 4 and read the news. Then we'll back to it. Right. So this is uh continued from page number 1. So we'll try to read this. We'll try to complete this whole news. Right. Last stop before the hell residence of Iranian states. Right. So again, this is the destroying Iran ballistic missile and one drone capability. They're saying that they will do one more thing. Can you provide whole news explanation? Sorry. And above, right? So again, they say that regarding, okay, have I'm supposed to go through this, right? That's okay. So one more thing, yeah. So I'm doing this with an okay. Okay, so the resident of Tehran had described the night today, yes, Tuesday, March 10, the worst night of the aerial bombast since joint US-Israel air campaign began on the February 28 for nearly 2 weeks. The city nearly of 9 million people have been subjected to sounds of low-flying steel jet and thunder of the precision guided mutant, but Tuesday exclusion felt distinct, right? So they're saying that Navy to open and stretch of hitting deeper into Iran's military and the industrial base. So now they are targeting Iran's military and the industrial bases to destroy so that Iran could not make and cover their industrial, military weapons and all. Okay, Iranian official says that they would not accept an end to war. Oh, wait, what? Iranian officials saying that they will not end the war until they had inflicted a painful price on US and Israel. So they are saying that they will not end the war did until they will be able to give the same level of war harm or the above level of harm the US and Israel given to them, and until they will be able to fulfill their commitment towards Iran to बदला ले नहीं सकते जब तक ये वॉर एंड नहीं करेंगे, बेसिकली वी आर सेइंग. सो दे आर सेइंग दैट अंटिल दे विल बदला नहीं लेंगे until so okay. Uh, okay, fine. So Iran's head of the National Security Council, who is Ali Larijani, said that the social media post at the nation that nation of the Iran does not fear your empty threats. Wait, what? They are saying that these are empty threats, and they are trying to destroy everything out there in 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 their country, and still they are saying that these are empty threats. So I don't know what exactly why they are saying that these are empty threats. However, if uh, as I gone through the news, and I be able to understand what exactly the price they are paying of being in the war, I think they are actually doing lots of laws to the public of the. Maybe there must be some condition that Israel and the US are saying or imposing to Iran to be, fulfilled. But I don't know what. Let's just try. Let us read the article and try to understand what is exactly the reason behind this war. Right. So, nation of Iran, they said that the Iran will not end this war by them from their side. They said they will not accept the end to war until they had inflicted पेनफुल प्राइज टू द यूएस एंड ईरान. जब तक हम बदला ले नहीं लेंगे तब तक हम इस वॉर को नहीं खत्म करेंगे. दिस इज एक्चुअली दे आर ट्राइंग टू से, एंड आई डोंट नो हाउ आई can say the exact word in English. Let me try to take the help of this tool. Okay, so let me try it out. Hi. uh, I don't know how people. Again, maybe my sound is not that much clear, so I will use this pencil to keep in my mouth and to say everything is clear. It sounds like you are trying to capture very aggressive stance taken by the US leadership in the conflict. If you want to translate segment, जब तक बदला नहीं लेंगे तब तक हम war खत्म नहीं करेंगे into kind of fluent sharp English. These are news report. We will not enter the war until we have taken our revenge. Right. Okay, so just explain the information you got from internet and the town I share and 800 words. Okay, I said meanwhile implying Iran could target Trump himself to okay, so if they are somewhere like they are interested to give them in such kind of pain and something which is indication they could target Trump to die, right? Even those bigger than you could not estimate the Iranian nation. Be careful to not eliminate it yourself. So I don't know. He wrote, Iranian people have written that be careful to not eliminate it yourself. Even those bigger, even those bigger than you could not eliminate the Iranian nation. Okay, I don't know. So, according to the report from Guardian, 10 March, here the breakdown of the situation of Tehran. Hey, the Trump prediction, situation is very complete. The Yemenite, it should, I should go to the Gemini and I'll go to the setting and help. We'll go to the where do I list him? I'll go with a chat right so that I can get the extra information. So we'll write history word. I will write this the same word. Copy. Will I put here and will that. So they're saying that Trump remark with the US consumer begin to feel the pain of the pumps and winter wet over the rail and the skyrocketing price of the fuel. Game in the term of war ongoing. So they're saying that let me try to understand. So Trump remarked the same economics has said continuous this repetition of Gulf production, Gulf oil production, and the shipping out the Strait Hormuz or choke point at the fifth and the world transit could blunt the world. Okay, so they're saying the war itself is the one most complex phenomenon in the human history. Until then, the impact of such a language barrier. Okay, so I'm unable to read these things out. I don't know how will I be able to read the whole newspaper, but I have to do it. So I will not take much time, and I will try. This is something I should not only read the newspaper, but I'm supposed to explain. So I'll try to explain the way I can, right? So I'm reading the UK Guardian of 11 March newspaper, and the first article I'm reading, which is right, and the paragraph which is I'm reading is economists said economists award people who actually handle the economics uh, who actually are the professional or expert in the terms of economics. They said a continued disrupt to Gulf oil production. Due to the disruption of Gulf oil production, and they are shipping out the Strait of Hormuz. What exactly is Hormuz is? There must be Hormuzza is there is no such written term as an Hormuzza. So I don't know what exactly this Hormuzza is, and Hormuzza even they say that even those bigger than you could not eliminate the so they're saying there is a term that no matter who the person is trying to eliminate Iran from the war, but war will not be end, right, until they accept the end of the war. And they said that be careful. They give advice to be careful, not to get eliminated yourself. They will try to not eliminate themselves. And he wrote, I don't know who wrote. So Iran's head of National Security Council, Ali Larijani, is written in the social media, and they said they posted that they could responding to the U.S. president threat on the Iran could be hit 20 times harder. So uh, the term that the U.S. president said that they will try to punish Iran 20 times harder than before they were treated. So in terms of his response that if it blocked the flow of oil through, okay, they are saying if Iran will stop the oil flow from state of Hormuz, or maybe state of Hormuz is what is state of Hormuz? I will search Strait of Hormuz. Okay, so state of Hormuz in AI mode say that Strait of Hormuz is the world's most critical maritime checkpoint of energy. So it said that Strait of Hormuz is the world's most critical maritime checkpoint for energy connecting to the Palestine Gulf with the Gulf of Oman and Arabian Sea. So if we'll try to look this into this, you know, in the image, we can see if I'll try to search this out, right? If I'll try to search this out, yeah, I will not search this, but I will try to get in the term. So we can see that uh, a Strait of Hormuz is actually Iran. There is She Anish Ra Al Khayamal, United Arab Emirates, and this is the Strait of Hormuz, which is the Bandar Abbas in the Iran somewhere mix. So I will try to understand where it is actually located, why they are saying. So if I'll try to understand via map, so Strait of Iran is of Hormuz is the connects Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman, UAE to Iran and Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and everything. So they are saying if so, which means Iran has the right to stop their to block this state of Hormuz, and and Trump says if Iran will do this, uh, they will come as U.S. Consumer begin to feel the pain at the pumps, and investor will at the world over yield the sky dotting price at the fair. because price of the fuel is extremely high, getting higher and higher. And they said if Iran will block this part, they will try to harm Iran as well as they can. So economics said that a continued disruption to Gulf oil production and to shipping out of the Strait Hormuz, a choke, a very choked, a choke point for fifth of the world's oil transaction could be plunged in the war into an energy crisis not seen since 1970s. So, they're saying if this bridge or part of exporting and importing oil on energies will be blocked, energy crisis will occur in the world we didn't see till or before since 1970s. I I wish I could speak in a better way. Right. So the White House press secretary. Okay, so there is also secretary in the White House, and the name of the secretary is Caroline Levitt. Caroline Levitt last night said that Trump was committed to allowing the free flow of oil through the Strait of Hormuz. But there is no role of Trump. It is Oman, UAE, and Iran are involved in Harmana. But I think they are also paying the cost because they are also consumer of the oil, right? So according to them, they said through the state of Hormuz and reiterated that President had offered for the Navy or to escort trunks when necessary. Okay, so next para, I didn't understand this para. Next para is the US military drawing up additional options for the following president directives continue keeping the state of Hormuz open. So they are trying to open the state of Hormuz. So the import and export of the oil will be not blocked. Okay, Iran continued pounding Gulf Strait and Israel yesterday, part of its strategy to inflict as much as pain as they can possible to the U.S. infiltratory Gulf allies and on the world economic race with the price of war. So I think they are somewhere trying to block this state of Hamas so that they can have to pay the price according to them, right? They are saying that a woman was killed and eight more people wounded in the Iranian attack on the building in Mamama. Okay, so according to the news, a woman was killed and the eight other people are wounded in Iranian attack and building of Myanmar, which is wide firefighting in the UAE. We were firefighter. So is the war is also ongoing in the UAE. UAE tried to put out the blaze near the petrochemical plants after an Israel drone strike. Okay, I wasn't aware of that. Saudi Arabia and Kuwait said they had in- intercept drones over their territory. So Saudi Arabia and Kuwait also find drones over their territory. So in Dubai, there is also news from Dubai. So in Dubai, despite of bomb blasting, residents said their life was continuing more as normal. So in Dubai, life is normal. There is no bomb blasting is ongoing there. They are trying to live the life as normal. People still float on the villages, malls, and the rooftop of the bars. Through although many tourists had fled, right? So commercial flights are actually restarted in their country, with in Dubai, I guess. Countries airspace in UAE tentatively reopened, and even in US, leader condemned the continuing blunt Iranian aggression. The past four people are migrant workers have been killed by a failing missile debrider in the UAE, speaking to the villages. So why this so much English? It's really, I been only able to read. I wasn't even able to read the whole newspaper. I think it will took me whole day to read one newspaper. It's been already 25 minutes and I didn't able to complete the one complete. I think I do complain more than going with flow. Extremely high, getting higher and higher. And they said if Iran will block this. Okay, fine. So previously I was doing, I was able to read it out till so far four people were all, maybe I will able to describe what's in more better way. So first I will should read the newspaper first 10 or 100 newspaper I will not be able to read in the way I should read unexplained, but when it will come to the 101th newspaper, maybe I will be able to describe as well as I should, right? So I'll continue. I'll only do this thing, which is the this para. Okay, and then I'll move to another thing, which is uh oof, right. I didn't. So okay. Uh, so first, I'll try to complete this this article. Hopefully, this will not cover. This will not fetch my whole day. Yeah, I keep pencil. I have one. So they're saying that so far, till now, so far, there are four people who were killed, who have been killed by falling missile in the David in UAE. So four people were killed due to शायद मिसाइल के गिरने से चार लोगों की मौत हो गई, who were migrant workers. And speaking to the bridge, hey, okay, so they are saying that speaking from beach, uh, another Farid, who is a 30-year-old, who moved from Egypt to Dubai 5 years ago to work in a real estate company. He said that they say it is a war, but it causes no problem for us. We don't really see it at all. So they're saying that they don't really see what going in going on in Dubai or Kuwait, according to them, right? So they are actually living their life in the novel format. And the next where we can see that the first day was scary, but he said, when they warned about incoming missiles, but now it has been more than a week and life has just goes on. There is no bad things happen to them, and I hope it will never happen such a way. They will never be able to go through such a thing. I wish, right? So only business is a bit slower. Their business has been slower according to them. And I'm from Egypt. I know that now where it's safe from now. Egypt, I know now here is a safe from the war. They are safe from the war according to them, as I said. Right? But again, they said that this doesn't feel bad, but we are very protected here. They said that in Dubai they feel safe, they feel protected, and this is actually a green flag of living in a country. Government is taking care of numerous things, and uh, city area is not in target, right? In the Tehran, US and Israel jets. Back to the Tehran, which is Israel, which is the what we call, which is the capital of Iran. Here, US and Israeli jets are operated virtually, unchallenged. A resident of central Tehran said that the air was cleaning up. Okay, air was clearing up a bit yesterday, but last night's strike, which I can tell you were the most intense in the past 10 days. So they are actually facing strikes for last 10 days, and yesterday was the night they faced the strike was the worst they can ever get. They ever face it, right? Okay. That was the most intense and the past 10 days they faced, and was so scary that our buildings were shaking. The glass of the window was shattered, even though the explosion was not on my street. So they said that bomb blasting was done in a miles away, miles in a distance of miles. and they were able to feel the bomb blasting and earthquake situation that occurred due to bomb blasting. Oh yes, now they are saying they again said that even in the past hour, I heard several exploration has been happened, or they are planning more to be happen. To flee together, are forced to stay at home. They're saying that there will be more bomb blasting and airstrike will be happen today also. That forces Iranian people to stay at home and not going to the work. And Israeli sky tide is now gray. Sky is now gray in their area due to bomb blasting, and it is so polluted. There is burning smell of the gunpowder in the air. They can smell that burning. They can smell that burning guns powder in the air. The sky over Tehran, they added that the skies over Tehran have been gray because of those missiles and bomb blasting. The last few days, 2 days, the smoke billow out of all facilities in Tehran and nearby provinces of Albor, which Israel targeted on Saturday. Residents reported said again that the black rain, we can call it, and falling from the sky. Black rain, which is the oil, you know, oil has been falling from the sky due to those. Maybe the rain was happening there, and due to that environment pollution, this color has been gone black. The black rain and the acidic rain coming with the is indeed a danger for the population. The spiral remaining, the WH spokesperson is also there. It said that WHO back with the advice of Iranian authority for the people to stay inside while air quality remains poor. So they are also giving they're also they get the instruction continuously to stay at home because air pollution is so high due to bomb blasting out there, and many people have polluted Tehran in the search of safety in rural areas because of bomb blasting. They got so much bad stuff out there, but old and least able bodies didn't have to stay there. They cannot move, and this is the worst condition they can ever imagine, right? Let me do one thing with this one. This one, right? Unable to leave, right? Last night in Iran police, there was also they been instructed by the Iran chief, which is police chief Al Maherja Radan, warned Iranian people uh, to any Iranian who might take the street to protest against the regime that they would be treated as the same as the enemy. Wait, what? I don't know how to explain this term, and that's why I'm using ChatGPT, a tool. Yeah, and that's why I'm using the tool for explanation, getting further information, right? Hey, okay, okay, okay. At least ChatGPT says exact what I'm saying rather than Gemini. So hopefully it will. Okay, that statement you mentioned refers warning made by Reza Radan. So I'm actually explaining what exactly they give me the report, so that I can get and the more explanation. So sophisticated answer, right? Proceed the statement I here with the statement we mentioned as an the statement is what that is mentioned here, which is mentioned here, the statement which is any any one is said that any Iranian who might take to spray to protest against a regime that they would be treated as the enemy. Okay, so what exactly they said and what exactly the message they're trying to give to Iranian as that this statement has been said by Al Aham Adar Raja Ahmad Reza Radan, who is the head of the National Police of the Iran. During the current tension and the conflict of the region, he said that people who go into the street to protest against the Iranian government could be treated as the enemy instead of ordinary protesters. This statement carries a strong political and security meaning. It reflects how government views internal protests during the time of national war, and then as because this is a national crisis. Normally in many countries the protests consider the form of the public expression where citizens show the disagreement with the government policies. However, when the chief says the protesters will be treated as an enemy, he is sending a message that the state sees such protest not simply a political criticism but an action that could threaten national security and the support of foreign advertising. According to the report, Adan said that if any act in line with the visit to the enemy, they would no longer be seen as a just protester, but as an enemy to the state, and security forces will deal with them accordingly. This language is very serious because military and security term, they use the term as an enemy is someone who can confront it with the full force of the security and the military action. In other words, the government is warning to protest, not protest in the during of the period that it could lead to several consequences. The warning came at a time when Iran is facing multiple pressure, including war, tension, internal dissatisfaction among the some citizens. The situation government sometimes fear that protests could grow in large movement that challenge the authority to ruling system. Official may therefore issue a strong warning to discourage demonstration and the maintain control over public order. Another part of the statement reportedly emphasizes that security forces would ready to prepare to the defense of the state. The government chief suggests that the officials were fully alert and ready to act as occurs. This indicates that authorities may already have security forces positioned in the city in response to the quickly demonstrations. The purpose of this message is often distrust by the warning to the people about several consequences in the government for fewer citizens will participate into, protest and everything. So this is if someone come to the enemy's building, we do not regard them as a protester or anything as a sort. We treat them as we would treat an enemy and deal with them as same we deal with the enemy. He said in the state TV. Okay, he says that again. He says that all our forces have been there by finger to trigger and ready to defend Iranian regulations, right? So this was a whole article what we read, and you know the war is going in the Middle East, right? Here, let me try to tell you what exactly is summary. If we try to summarize this statement, the time we have mentioned that warning in Iran's chief police chief and anti-government protester could be treated as the enemy of the state rather than ordinary demonstrator. The statement signal very strict sentence stance by the authority and suggests that security forces may respond harshly to the protester during the current period of the conflict and the political tension. It highlights how governments sometimes interpret domestic disputes and the security threats, especially during the wartime and the major political crisis. So we have gone through this article and now we'll try to understand this map. Okay, so this map is actually okay, so this is a map which is given here, and we'll try to understand what exactly how to understand this map. So it's a strike by Iran and its proxies. Where in the on Iran and its proxies in the 28th February to 7 March is strike by the Iran. So this is uh, 1, 2, 3, 4. The very less strikes. Okay, so they actually do strike majorly on the Oman and here in UL with the Air Base and here in the US Navy 50 headquarters with the Bahrain and in Oman also, right? They also did in Kuwait, attack in Kuwait and Iraq also. So in Syria and Israel. So this is actually the states where the war is ongoing, right? And US and Israeli strikes are done from 28 to 7 March. They have done numerous, they covered a vast part of the Tehran and Iran, and is actually half of the country recovered while the uh, while the war and strikes in 8 and 9 months they basically cover Israeli and Syria area and Iran, the Tehran and the other places, right? So this is basically in the somewhere Iran is connected with in and actually share the water with Afghanistan and somewhat Pakistan, right? Hey, if Iran share the water with India, or no, it do not share the water with India, I guess. I hope so. No, it don't share down. It share at border with Pakistan and Afghanistan, might be right. So this is actually the whole of where the war is ongoing, and it was the very first article we have read in the newspaper, right? And we'll try to understand if I didn't start. Where are we? Oh, it's really okay. That's actually. So we'll try to understand. We have covered first article. I don't know what the time we covered because I put it into a stop. I stopped this counter up and forget how to like forget to make it. Okay, so might be what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this live and will whensoever I will laid it out, I will again go live via this tablet. And the very first thing currently is for me is doing lead code. And yeah, okay. So first I'll make this switch turn off. So I'll go stop live. Yeah, it's done. And there was two chats also. I wasn't aware of this. Okay. I'm gonna keep one thing which is edit and we'll put it into private public, right? And we'll save it. It's 20% of the battery left, so I will put this battery into the charging. I will place this tablet in the charging portion so that it could be recharged and whensoever I will read something, I could have terms, right? So yeah, first. Okay, so very first thing I will go to this before I will before reaching anywhere else. Before going me back, going to anywhere, I should, I would love to write my today's task, and I will write it into this so that it will be less task as I could. I wrote if I will have more time space, I will write more tasks. That's why I'm taking this one so that I will be able to cover these 2 days also. Right. So it's a day 3 of challenge. 11 hours challenge per day, but I'm only being able to do so it's a D3, right? And we'll do one thing, which is the very first thing is aptitude, and I will do aptitude on the basis of pages. So let me check how much of pages I should cover is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. It's somewhere I will write 75 pages. Hey, I will not be able to write anything else then. I will don't, I would, I'll left with zero page time. I am. If I can write 40 pages in 3 hours, I can write 75 pages in 6 hours. I think if I write continuously, I will be able to write 75 pages, right? So I will try to cover 75 pages. So I will do that 75 pages. I don't know how much things I will be able to cover, but yeah, I'll do that. And second, reading newspaper. No, I don't want now. I don't want to write a newspaper with explanation. I don't know when I'll be able to cover these things. Right. Third is JLP. JLPT, I have to do this. JLPT of 20 pages. I am supposed to be too dedicated because I will not be able to done this task. I think it is impossible for me to next 18 hours do all this task in 18 hours, but okay. First, the next is drill. No, I don't want to do anything. Leadhood. I don't have guts to write anything else. Mm. Reading research paper. Reading research paper and explanation. Why don't know why I'm reading it and writing it these two. Yeah. Yeah, okay. PYQ. No, I'm not supposed to do PYQ. I don't have time. So I will let PYQ reading. Right. Why I'm doing these things. I don't know. Okay, I don't want to do it. Seventh is typing, half an hour. I will not have time for half an hour. 30 or 00 लगा हुआ आगे और and the guitar. No, I don't have time to touch guitar even. I didn't do guitar so projects. Uh, I'm crying literally. I will not be able to do this, but I have to complete all these stuff. Now I am writing everything because when I will not have to do, I don't have guts to do all this stuff. I will not be able to complete this stuff. So why I'm putting it? Okay, this is too much task. 75 pages. Who be able to do this? I don't want to dream. Why are you? Oh, it's really a bad, very bad thing. Very bad decision I take. I am fine. So first, I don't have time, so I just keep this and I'll put in this tablet into charger and then start working that without even taking a single time. I will cover it. I don't want to see this. I should stop this. I should stop. What exactly? First, I'll have water. Where is my water dabba? Where is it? Let's have that water dabba too. Just give me some minutes. I will see that. Right. Yeah. So that's good. And what I was looking at I don't have too much. I do have too much. Right, so the thing is now, I was supposed to do after the work or preventive reading. I don't want to read this out because I'm so scared of this. I was not able to. I think it's an impossible task that I had written, but I'll try to work my best to give my best so that it's possible. Mm. It's perfect for midnight reading. Okay, so I'll try to read this motivation again so that I will get some guts. Okay. So what motivation or what something I had written to make me to work more, to be able to work, understand and study. My the question, it was actually real content that I got, and one person asked to an expert, according to you, what is the difference between a rank holder and a work person who is not even able to compete the competition? He said कि कोई मुझे पूछे कि कितना पढ़ना है, सो यू शुड रीड 24 आवर्स, जितना पढ़ सकते हो उतना पढ़ो। जिंदा रहने के लिए तुम्हें थोड़ी सी नींद जरूरी है और थोड़ा सा खाना चाहिए। जैसे जब घर में शादी होती है अपने, तो वी डू एज मच एज पॉसिबल एंड हमें नींद तक नहीं आती है और हमें लगता भी नहीं है कि हमें नींद की जरूरत है, राइट? सो डू डोंट फोर्स योर सेल्फ टू स्लीप। जब नींद आ जाए सो जाओ। इतना नहीं है कि जितना ज्यादा नींद आए, जब नींद आ जाए सो जाओ, एंड इट विल cover your you it will give you a deep need. Okay, and in 3-4 hour you will get your your memories, जो भी तुमने पढ़ा है उसमें काफी पार्ट तुम्हारा स्टोर हो जाएगा, एंड एज एन सेकेंडरी मेमोरी, राइट? इट्स जस्ट अ मैटर ऑफ फ्यू मंथ्स। डेफिनेटली इट्स जस्ट अ मैटर ऑफ फ्यू मंथ। मेरा सितंबर में असिस्टेंट, नो इट्स, हाँ असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर, हाँ असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर का एग्जाम है। No, 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 not assistant professor, and lecturer, polytechnic lecturer का exam है, and it's just a matter of few months. April, May, June, July, August, September. It's just a matter of 5 months, right? And 5 month, which simply means 6 month में exam है, which simply means somewhere around 180 days. And अगर मैंने 10 घंटे per day पढ़ा, let's say इस 10 घंटे में 5 घंटे मैंने पॉलिटेक्निक लेक्चरर वाले वीडियोस को दी, वाले सिलेबस को दिया, which simply means that I'll have 500 plus hours of the study content, right? जिसमें कम से कम एक बार तो मैं पूरा रिवीजन कर ही लूंगी। सो इसमें भी तुम बोलोगे कि नहीं, ये थोड़ा बहुत रिलैक्स करने को चाहिए, 8 hours की स्टडी एंड नींद एंड ऑल, तो भाई यू विल शिफ्ट योर लाइफ टू बिलो दैन गड्ढा, जो कि मैंने कर लिया है। इंजीनियरिंग करने के बाद भी जॉब नहीं लगी है। So just stop talking and have a okay. And now start working. And the very first task is aptitude of 75 pages, जिसमें हमने कवर करना है परसेंटेज, परसेंटेज पूरा कवर करना है। Then we'll go for calendar and clock. Then we'll go for interest based search. We'll see what exactly we can do cover, but पहले हमें कवर करना है परसेंटेज, जिसमें रूल नंबर 9 तक हमने कर लिया था। Now it's the term of time to write the rule number 10 of the percentage. So it is the time to write rule number 10. And I didn't do a study in 12, 11 March, anything. It is the 10 March. And I didn't do a study in 11 March, nothing studied. So it was the 12 March. At 11 March का एप्टीट्यूड तो पूरा, मतलब 11 मार्च का मैंने कुछ नहीं किया डे 2 का, और जिसमें मैंने टारगेट रखा था और 11 घंटे 11 मिनट। वाओ। ओके, fine. So, rule number 10, right? No, rule number 13, 9 was covered. Rule number 10 was supposed to be. So, we'll write rule number 10. We must have that book we were reading about from just now minutes of written. So, yeah, we're supposed to have that book carried with us, with me. Um, mhm. This was that book is Scanner Adda. No, it is not that book. Where this book is gone? Yeah, this was the book, and we were covering percentage, which was no, it's not. It was a chapter number 8, right? Solution and chapter number 8, number system. Then we have chapter number 3. Chapter number 5 is square root related question, and now we got the chapter number 8 percentage and rule number 10. So rule number 10 is says that if the present population of a city is P and there is increment or decrement on the R percentage, R2 percentage, R3 percentage. Hmm. Hmm. If the present population of a city is P and there is an increment or decrement of R percent, R 1%, R 2%, and R 3% in first, second, and third year respectively, then population of city after 3 years will be P of 1 plus minus R 1 upon 100 multiplied by 1 plus minus R 2 upon 100 and similarly 1 plus minus R 3 upon 100. Let's have the example question out there. Question we got here is population population of a city in 2004 was 10 million, and in 2005 there was an increment of 15%, 2006 there was a decrement of 35%, and then in 2007 there was an increment of 45%, and find the population in the city of the end of the year 27, right? 2007. Okay, so we'll write the question. Population of a city in 2004 was 10 and 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If in 2005 there is an increment of 15% in 2006, there is a decrement of 35%, and in 2007, there is an increment again of 45%. Then find the population of city at the end of 2007. Let's try to solve the question accordingly to the rule. By rule, so we'll write solution. By rule number 10, we know population after 3 years is equals to P 1 plus minus R1 upon 100, 1 plus minus R2 upon 100, and 1 plus minus R3 upon 100, right? Now let's put the data in formula, right? So it will be P, here P is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. R1 is 15, R2 is 35, and R3 is 45, right? We'll do here is in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1. As in it is increment, so this will be plus, this is the decrement, this will be minus, and this is the increment. It will be the plus, right? So it will be plus R1, which is R1 is 15 upon 100, R1 minus 35 upon 100, and 1 plus 45 upon 100, right? So first I'll try to, we'll pick the common before. Mm-hmm. All right, 100 plus 15, and this will be 115 multiplied by 100 minus 35, so it will be 65 and 145, right? Now we have to multiply these three terms. I'm not going to use calculation because multiplication and subtraction अभी मैंने पढ़ा नहीं है, मुझे आता भी नहीं है क्या जो बोलूं. Okay, so we'll multiply 115 by 65 by 145, and we'll use 5. We'll got the value as in 1083875 into 10 to the power 4. If we got, hey, it's wait, what? And where? Oh, okay. This was in multiplication. So this will this two will cut this two will cut this, and this two will cut this out. So there will be no. So this will not be a curve, and this will be the answer, right? Yeah. Right. So we completed the rule book of percentage today. Now we will start working on exercise. And I think I should do one thing, which is I'll take snapshot. I should extract its you know paper pages, take a printout of it, and solve here if possible. I'll try to do that. So control set 5. I'll take I'll take a snapshot of practice exercises, right? And we'll capture and open this keynote. Wait, what? File open recent and TR. Delete this one. Fill with color fill and color will be white. Right, I'll insert the media, which is recent and screenshot. I'll insert it. I'll do snapshot and this way. Search, right? Yeah. Another. Okay, I'll print this. We'll take snapshot of this also. This page also will take the snapshot, so we'll take it carefully first. Yeah, we'll capture it out and we'll insert here directly. Show me push it here. Right, this is the whole thing I was thinking about. I'm not interested to web. I will increase this size to a goal. Yeah. And these are the previous year question papers, so I'll put these also. And we'll insert this previous year question paper. We'll capture it out and we'll insert these previous year question papers of the percentage here. Okay. I'm willing to keep it quite bigger, right? And here this will be previous year question papers, practice it. And now in next hint and solution, and there is no requirement of hint and solution. And simple interest, I'm not interested to write simple interest to strings. While previously it was the question papers of What is the practice? This is 5 time and work. And there are rules, so we'll go to the practice question papers or and write. I'll pick these question papers. I'll do practice exercise question paper of now we'll have these questions and the previous year question paper, right? Right. Yeah. Now I'll print one more. After time and work, we have question a series of time and distance. I'll also keep do cover this time and distance today. This is quite slow. I'll delete it out. I know I'll cover 4 questions. four question there and four question by Robert. So I'll take five, six, and seven with the over and they will be covered. Nine question also. So we'll try to cover this nine also slightly, if possible. Right. We can cover this far, this much of it. Now I can cover other part. We just done. Right. I get to all this side. 11 to 17. Although I can do the same trick that I want to do, this can help me to cover more, add more as possible. So I'll add this 17. After 17, I can add, I think not whole page, but up to 25 I can cover. Yeah, I can cover up to 25 question, 25th question. I'll try to cover it. No, I cannot cover it, so I'll erase 24th number of course, 24 question, 24th question, which is quite lengthy. Hey, where is one? Oh, okay, control plus shift. So we'll skip 24th, can go till 23. I'll capture it out and we'll paste here. Right. Yeah. So I'm done. Uh, I'll add one thing here with the practice exercise of percentage. So I'll add practice exercise of percentage. Percentage control C, control V. It will be practice exercise of time and work, right? What was the that next chapter is the time and work. So it is the time and work. Time and work, right? And you control C and V, it will be time. From here, it will be time and distance, right? time and the distance. Next, chapter number 6 was the time and distance, right? Yeah, time and distance. Hmm. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Um, hmm. I'll minimize it out and open the same um, from desktop. I'll open the question.pdf and will print only last. Hey, what? It really bad. Something I could not even. Yeah, so if I'll open this question P and will enter. See, I can. It's a really bad thing that happens with me, which should not. Mhm. If I'll do print, I'll remove first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and will write and I'll take its PDF version and here I'll be yeah, why is mature I am see. So I'll write it to P question one Q1 and we'll save it out, minimize it, and now if I will open T1 Q1, this is more in a better way and something that I can change. It's still it gives me the Haga, right? But I was not expecting. Oh, wow. Wow. Mhm. Okay, if it is, I'm unable to scale it out. I keep it's 109% and will customize as it has that customization at to 10x 297, right? I'll customize it, manage. Hmm. Update 100%. Again, I will customize it to 10, 311. Maybe with 310, 313. 313, I'm getting something which I'm not expecting. So I'll do 311, right? So I'll fix it as 311. And and now if I'll do PDF version of it, so 1P, when I'll save it, and when I'll try to open it out. So it was P 1P, right? 1P. Now I get it in the more presentable form. Hmm. Let me get its PDF version I was can, or if I can get its PDF version, right? So I'll give it in the document format QP1 and I'll open it. We'll send it, right? One thing. I solved this question in morning because this is a night time. It's 12:16 a.m. 2:16 a.m. right now, and printer is not in my room or dining room. It's in okay. So I completed. I've been able to make the notes in question paper, and now I'm supposed to move with the we had chapter A, chapter 7, time and work, and chapter 8 was percentage, which is done. Now make notes of time and work, right? So we have another chapter. This is chapter number 2, time and work. right? So we'll write general things here, which is generally questions asked on man hour formula, total wages paid for work, number of days to complete a certain work, and pipes and pipe and returns. Important rules in the formulas. The very first rule is if a person can do a piece of work in n days, then he will do 1 by n of the work in 1 day. And if the person can do one of nth of the work, I don't know what exactly it means, but it is a rule formula given. Then he will complete the work in n days, right? In the program related to time and work, it is always considered that a man or woman work at a uniform rate. Huh? See, I think I repeated the. It says that if one A and B can complete a work in X days and A alone can finish the work in Y days, the number of days required to complete it by B is X Y upon Y minus X days. Okay, it's rule number two again. We'll go for the rule number three, which is A and B can do a piece of work in X days. B can do a piece of work in X days and Y days respectively. Then time taken by A plus B to complete the whole work is equal to reciprocal of A plus B dash A dash B once 1 day's work. For example, XY for X plus Y. Rule number four is if A and B can do a piece of work in X days, B and C can do same work in Y days, and C and A can do same work in Z days, then they will complete the same work in 2XYZ, same work in Y's of XYZ upon XY plus YZ plus ZX days by working together, right? Now we are supposed to go with an example. Okay, so we'll go with an example. But the first example here is Raj can do a piece of work in 20 days and woman can do the same piece of work in 12 days. If the way to, if they both work together, right? Yes, right. Our first rule was if a person can do a piece of work in 10 days, then one in one day he will work and one upon n work. Second rule was if A and B can complete a work in X days and A alone can finish the work in Y days, the number of days required to complete the work by B is xy upon y minus x days, right? Next, it says that A and B can do a piece of work in X days and Y days simultaneously. Then time taken by A plus B to complete the work in equals to reciprocal of A and B's one's day together. It is xy upon x plus 1. So we'll apply rule number 3 here, which is xy upon x plus y, where x is work done days of Raz and Y is Rohan days, right? And Raz plus Rohan, right? So it will be X is whereas X is 20 and Y is 12. Where 20 multiplied by 12, 20 plus 12, which is 240 upon 40 32, right? Which is 20. No, it's not 20. I cannot 60 dividing by 4, which is 60, and 8. I cannot further divide it, so it will be um, so if 60 is divisible by 4, yes, 60 is divisible by 4. 15 for the 60. Mm, so it will be 15 and this will be 2, right? So we got 15 by 2. And we can write this 15 by 2 as 2 divided by 15, 14, 1 and 7, 1 by 2 days. It will simply be 7.5 days they will take to complete the whole task together, right? Now we'll move to the next question given here. The example number 2, which is A and B together can do a piece of work in 12 days and A alone can do it in 18 days. How many times B alone can do it, right? So we'll write the question again. A and B together can do our work in 12 days, and A alone can do it in 18 days, right? So here in how many days can B alone do it? See, it's look like we hear this term before somewhere else, right? Right. So as we can see here, the rule number two says that if A and B can do complete a work in X days and Y in X days, and A alone can finish the work in Y days, then the number of days required to complete the work by B is XY divided by Y minus X. So here we'll use the same formula. So here we'll apply rule number two, and work done days of B is XY divided by Y minus X, right? Hey, where X is work done day and Y is B's work done day alone. A and B, A and A plus B's together work done, right? It will be 36 days as an answer. We'll move to the next question, which is question number three, right? I really feel snow about as in only 40 minutes till now I've been talking. My next question is A and B can do a piece of work in 3 days. B and C can do it in 9 days. Says that A and B can do a piece of work in 3 days. B and C can B and C in 9 days and A and C in 12 days. Find the time in which A, B, C together can finish the work working together, right? So here we'll be applying the rule number 4, and it will be 2xyz upon xy plus yz plus zx, right? Where x is A and B days to finish work, and y is B and C's days to finish work, and z is A and C's days to finish work. Complete the work, right? So here x is 3, y is 9, and z is 12. Well, put the 2 into 3 into 9 into 12 upon 3 into 9 plus 9 into 12 plus 3 into 12, right? You can do it as we'll fetch 9 from below. So we'll 2 into 3 into 9 12 upon 9 in bracket will get 3 plus 12 plus 4, right? 9 will eliminate it. We'll have 2 into 3 into 12 upon 16 plus 3 19, which is which we are supposed to evaluate. I don't know. Right? 19 divided by 82. 19 was the 19, 9 to the 36, 19 to the 51, 57. 19 Forza, I forgot to put the word. 19 Forza, what was the 19 Forza? Very written, 19 Forza. 19 Forza 76. So we can reach it to 4. So it will be divisible by 76, and here we'll get to 6 and the remainder, right? So we can write here as in 4, 6, right? 19. Hey, What day is this? If I'm doing it wrong. It was it was exam 72. It's 72. It's actually one, two, three, four, five, six. It's 72 rather than 72. So it's 72. And we'll be able to read them three times. Grade 19 3 are 57. So it will be 57. And we'll 12 minus 7 is 5. And the 6 minus 1 is 5. So we'll get the answer as an um 3 15 by 19 days. This will be the answer. Now we'll go to the roll number. Roll number is 5. If two groups M1 portion of the first group can do W1 work in D1 days, working T1 hours in a day, and earning a sum of rupees R1 and M2 person. I'll read the whole rule at one of the second group of the second group can do W2 work in D2, can do W2 work in D2 days of working, days working T2 hour in a day, earning the sum of rupees R2. So if each person of both group has the same efficiency of work, then M1 D1 T1 upon W1 R1 is equals to M2 D2 T2 upon W2 R2, right? Okay, so after that, there is no another rule. It is the example given. So we have the example. Okay, we got the example. So the question is 15 men complete a work in 16 days. If 24 men were employed, then the time required to complete the work will be question mark. Now, this type of question looks like tricky, but we have the formula, so we'll try to write to employ the to apply the formula if we can, right? So our rule was if two groups M1, if two groups M1 person from first group can do W1 work. So here we have 15 men from first group can do a work in 16 days, right? So M1 is equals to 15. W1 can do W1 work in 10 days. So can do W1 in 16 days. And D1 is 16 days. Working T1 hours, there is no hours given. So there is no salary given here. So we'll cut that part. And this person and the M2 person from second group. So we'll do 24 minus 15, which is 9. M2 is equals to 9. Can do W2 work in D2 days. So D2 days, there is no given. We are supposed to find those D2. And so our relation will be we are given M1, we are given D1, right? We are given M2, and now we are supposed to find we are given M1, we are given there is no W1, right? Upwork is so we don't have R1 and R2 and W1. We are only M1 and D1 and M2 and D2, right? So we'll do after applying solution. After we can apply here, apply rule number 5 here, and M1 is 15 total people in groups, both groups, as M is equals to 24 as employed people. M1 group is first group. M1 is the number of people is 15, and W2 D2, right? D1. So D1 is the days they can work a day a work. So a work is there a work. So what W1 is equals to 1, right? There is only one work, and D1 is equals to 16 for the M2 group. Second group M2 is equals to 24 minus 15, which is 9. D2 is to be find, and W2 is equals is also 1, right? So apply the formula. M1 D1 upon W1 is equals to M2 D2 upon W2. Right? Here is the 15 multiplied by 16 by 1 is equals to 9 to D2 upon 1. So D2 will be 15 multiplied by 16 by 9. It will be 3. This will be 5. And that's right. So we'll do rough work here by 80 divided by 3. Okay, it will be goes 2 times 26 times 18.67. It will be 16. So it will be 26 three, 2 by 3 days will they, huh? Huh? That work is one. No, it says that I did something wrong. How? Oh, wait. Into how? If 24 were employed, then time required to complete the work will be. Okay, so it's not the total number. I understood it wrongly. So it's gone blank. I'll state it. I'll try to cover it, work it. It's right. So says that in M1 there are 15 people. D1 is 16 days, and W1 is one work, group one. And here M2 is equals to 24 bins employed, and D2 to be found, and W1 as 1, right? The relation we know as the M1 D1 upon W1 is equals to M2 D2 upon W2, right? Which simply means 15 multiplied by 16 divided by 1 is equals to 24 into D2 upon 1. So we can write it as 15 into 16 divided by 24 is equals to D2. This will be divided by 4 and 6, 2 and 3. This will be 5. So we'll have 10 days as the answer, right? Now we are supposed to do, now we are supposed to go for the next rule, R6. Okay, so rule number six is okay, so rule number six is if M men and N women can do a piece of work in A days, then X men and Y men can do the same work in 1 upon S upon M into A and Y upon N into A days. Okay, let me write the rule here. So we say that if M men or N women can do a piece of work in 8 days, then X men and Y women can do the same work in 1 upon X upon M multiplied by A plus Y upon N multiplied by 8 days. Let's try to do a question based on the solution example based on the rule. Number six is if three men or four, if three men and three men or six women, no, four women can rape a field in 43 days, how long will seven men and five women take time to rape it, right? So let us try to answer the question or solve the question. Let us apply by applying the formula given above and rule number six. It will be 1 upon x upon m multiplied a plus y upon n multiplied a. It is will be taken by seven men and five women to complete rape the field. Here, X is if M man and Y woman can do a work, and here X is seven men, right? Seven and Y is five. M is four and N is no, M is men, no? So M will be three and N will be four, right? And A is 43. A is 43. So it will be 1 upon 7 upon 3 into 43 plus 5 upon 43, 4 into 43, right? So 43 will be in common, right? So this will go into the equal. So it will be 43 in common into 3 into 4. And here we'll get 7 to 4 plus 5 into 3, which is 43 into 3 into 4 upon 28 plus 15. Which will be somewhere like 43 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 4 upon 5 plus 8 is 3, 43, and 43 will be cancelled out, and this will be taken 12. So answer will be 12, right? Yeah, correct. So in the time limit of 5 minutes, I was in the whole 3 hour. I've been only able to read out. I've been able to work on the 55 minutes, and along with in which I was able to read one article and one to 3 pages of one, two, three, four, five, 6, 7 pages of. Okay, so 7 pages. 75 minus 7 is 68 pages more I have to write. Okay. I should not feel tired. I don't have time to feel tired and do any other work. Okay, so next rule, which is rule number 7. If A can do a work in X days and B can do Y% faster than A, then B will complete the work in 10x upon 100x upon 100 plus Y days. A simple rule. So we'll go for the rule number 7, R7. And the rule is if A can do a work in X days, and B can do Y% fast than A, then B will complete the work in 100x upon 100 plus Y days, right? And along with that, I'll write rule number 8 and we'll solve the examples both. at the same time, right? So rule number 8 is if A comma B comma C can do a piece of work in X comma Y and Z days, respectively, and they received rupees K as wages by working together, then share of A will be rupees YZ upon XY plus YZ plus ZX multiplied by K. Share of B will be rupees XZ XY plus YZ plus ZX multiplied by K, and the share of B C will be rupees XY upon XY plus YZ plus ZX multiplied by K. Note, if A and B can do a piece of work in X days and Y days, respectively, so here is a note, or we can say rule number 9, as if A and B can do a piece of work in X days and Y days, respectively, and they receive rupees K as wages of working together, then share of A as rupees YK upon X plus Y, and share of B will be rupees XK upon X plus Y, which is directly proportional to the work done. Here we can write it some wages are directly proportional to the work done, and indirectly proportional to the time taken by individual. Right, so now I'm supposed to do the examples of the rule questions based on the examples, questions based on the rules. Oh, I really find a relief that I studied one in one day. That too much of studying I never did in last 2 years. So I'm going for a rest, quick rest, then we'll back and I have to do a limited 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 4, right? This is a four, not all four, but just two, three. I was only able to do 4 pages, right? 4 pages, something. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. This is number, we wrote. So somewhere I had decided to, so I'm supposed to complete this much of aptitude today's. I don't think I will be able to do that. It's really a scary part of me that I'm doing, but I have to do this, right? So I'm taking a quick break. I'm going to sleep or anything. I will not be before 10 a.m. But I'll try to be here again as it possible, as soon as possible, right? Mm. So I'll keep it open. So it looks like I was reading something. Something. So yeah, I really agree with this. I got that term there, I guess. So let me try to check it out if it is if there is such term available. Was I no, there was a term that was OM. So if I'll try, hey, yeah. So it was a term, a term where if I'll cancel it out. So there was a term, cancel it out. I'll go with a somewhere customized of my stream live, right? There was a term. I'm not interested to do something like this, but there was a term I know. What was the term actually? The term was from here I was getting if I'll end it, this will be ended, and I'll have to restart it. So I'm doing an end.